Hey everybody, what's up? Anybody who watches my videos or reads my blog or is on my MySpace knows that I'm a big fan of The Office. Um, and one of the shows I kind of watch on and off, I'm not totally rabid about, but just because it's on before The Office, is My Name is Earl. And I don't make a point of watching it, it's just kind of there while usually I'm eating dinner while I'm waiting for The Office to come on. And tonight I caught it. And I had a couple other ideas for posts that I wanted to talk about tonight. Um, and nothing really struck me uh, to talk about um, that I really had a passion about, even though I had a couple ideas. And I was watching Earl, and basically what happened, in a nutshell, is Earl has this list of people he's wronged in his life. He believes in karma now and has to right all of his wrongs of his past because he believes that's what fate has for him. Well, one of the people he somehow wronged, I missed that part, they found out died. And he decided he needed to have a funeral for this guy. Well, when they start looking into it, the guy had no friends. None of the neighbors knew him. None of his coworkers barely knew him. He didn't have any friends. He was a loner, and there was nobody at his funeral. So this seemed like, I mean, they made fun of it, and it was a funny episode, but it was a little, a little sad that somebody could be like that. Well, they got back to his apartment and started cleaning things up, and they happened to bump the mouse on his computer, which the screensaver was playing, and all of these IMs pop through. And basically, you find out that this guy had all kinds of chat friends, gaming friends. He basically lived in the online community. So Earl took it upon himself to contact all these people, and they all had a funeral on behalf of this guy. And that was kind of the essence of the episode, was that they he brought all these people together that did care about this person, from the whole World Wide Web. And it struck me a little bit. I mean, it was a really sensitive episode actually at the end, because it touched on something I've been talking about a lot lately, or thinking about a lot lately, is this concept that the what is real, and what is virtual. And when I say virtual, I mean virtual friends, virtual relationships we have, the people, right here, you guys, people that I'm talking to but that aren't really there. Um, and I know I've touched on this topic before, but it's 2007, and this is reality here. This is happening. I've got a bunch of chat programs. Um, I've got bloggers who contact me. I've got MySpace contacts. I've got YouTube contacts. I've got Stick'em contacts. Out of all these contacts, there's probably two or three people who I instant message that I know in real life. Um, that I knew in real life before the IM happened, and now it's just a way to keep in contact. And the same with MySpace. I've got maybe 5 people, 6 people out of my 100 friends that I actually know in real life, and the rest of them are just contacts I made one way or the other. Now, on MySpace, I've met 3 or 4 people kind of at the gym I work at. They're local people, so it's kind of cool to have that internet relationship break into reality a little bit. We are slowly getting to know each other, and it's kind of cool. But watching that show tonight made me kind of just, I've been struggling with my thoughts on this idea of real friends versus virtual friends, as I call them. And I think for me, there's when I'm online and I'm chatting and I'm having a conversation, or you get an email or something from one of your virtual friends, it does seem real. Um, the scary thing about it for me is the people in the online community that I've maintained friendships, or that I've had friendships with, sometimes just up and go away. Uh, got people I chatted with all the time. It's just like that. You can tell they don't have the program anymore. Their computer dies, whatever. They just move on, and you don't even have an email. You just are dependent upon your that program or that browser. I've been lucky in that a few of my blog friends have transferred over to MySpace or over to YouTube or over to Yahoo IM. There's some cross uh, pollination going on there. But I guess what I'm wondering or just thinking about and just putting out there, I don't, 10 minutes isn't a lot of time for this topic. But what are these relationships we are forming via this computer, via this internet, via this cable, that's happening? Um, because the people, it was one thing when you were just typing in a chat or something. That can kind of be whatever you want it to be. Um, but now when you integrate video into this, especially, granted, you can still put an aura out there or a personality. I suppose I don't have to be who I am. I could be all fake right now. You have no idea if I'm putting a persona out here or just being myself. But I think as these mediums seem more real, I think people are in this kind of program. We are expressing more of ourselves, and there's a reason. I think it's easier to do because nobody is I'm not talking to anybody right now, but I'm willing to put that out there. So then I question, are these friendships real? I'm not saying this to diminish them, diminish their value, but I'm wondering what, is a friendship or a relationship, and I'm just talking friends. I mean, I know people who hook up on these things. That's never been my thing. Um, but just on a friendship level, is it a real relationship if a connection is made, you have similarities, and you spend time with each other? I say that all of these programs right now, like MySpace especially, that seems to consist more of messages and little notes and stuff. That's just a modern version of pen pals. And didn't we gain something from pen pals as kids? I'm getting different experiences from different people you talk to all around the world via this internet, via these mediums. Um, I think it's easy to get caught up in that too, and I like to have the balance. Um, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore, uh, so those social interactions, with the people on this computer screen, are um, what happen, instead of TV, plus my real life, and I can't, I have to separate the two. Um, and I guess it's just a very interesting topic, and it's something I want to talk more about. My time here is almost up. I barely touched the surface of what I'm talking about, so I may have a couple more topics about this. But it's something that I ask you all to think about. What are your internet relationships? Do you think they're real? Do you think they're fake? Are they virtual? What are they? And I'd love for you to comment on them or give me a reply or a video and tell me what you think. Tell me where this fits in the scheme of your life and your relationships, especially when you can turn it off so easy. So, time is running out. More later. Thanks for listening. Bye.